Hello, beautiful people. It's Celia Musoningzengele here. If you're coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, welcome. If you're a return subby or a new subscriber, you are welcome and you are highly appreciated for your time and data that you are spending watching my videos. Today, aglalegi maune 500 subscribers. Aglalegi maune 500 subscribers. Guys, you motivated me into making another video. You have. I did not plan to do any videos today, but upon reaching 500 subscribers, I felt like, hey, let's do this. Hey. So here I am, sitting here and doing one of the videos that I've been wanting to do. Red flags. I wanted us to talk about red flags. It's not the first time I'm talking about red flags. In one of the videos, I did talk about red flags, but it was not direct red flags. I was talking about other things. Today, in this particular video, I want us to talk about red flags because, remember, my channel is more based on gender-based violence issues. And I have realized that when the butterflies are in your stomach, baby, we tend to carry the green paint. With the green paint, we are ready. We have a green paint and a brush that we travel with everywhere we go. Whatever red flag we see, we decide, no, let's paint this green. We give ourselves a go-ahead, even when the red flags are so red, they are even glowing. We are like, I can paint this green, and that is a downfall of us many. What right do I have to make such a video about red flags? I've been there, done that, got a t-shirt. As much as I know that majority of people prefer to hear relationship advices from couples because they feel like if you are going to get a relationship advice, get it from couples because for them to be still together, they must be. Majority of the channels that are run by couples are very successful because people are like, now, if these people are still together, and they are willing to share their journey in life, that means they are doing something right and we want to be there like them. So they are deemed as like they are the perfect people to take advice from, and which is right. It's not wrong. But also look in the direction of people that are like Silianje. Life is shaile. And it left us with experience. It left us with the wisdom that come with the experience of the things that we've been through. Now, I went into Google and searched the red flags. I do know the red flags anyway, but I felt like for the purpose of having them in an orderly manner and maybe thinking about others that I'm not thinking at that particular time, I felt like, let me visit Google. And then I liked the red flags that are stated here by, let me see, who's this guy? He's Erin Eaton. Erin Itaf, yes. Erin Itaf summarized majority of the red flags that I also found on other people's list of red flags. Now I want us to start. Here's the first one that we tend to overlook, particularly when we are in the first phase, when we are very madly in love. We tend to overlook overly controlling behavior. By overly controlling behavior, we're talking about that type of a person that is not going to allow you the freedom of movement just because you have agreed to be in a relationship with him or her, all of a sudden, now you cannot spend time with your friends. Now you have to account to them, even if you go to the bathroom. When they are not with you, they will call all the time. Yes, we love to be checked. I'm one of those girls that want to be woken up by a sweet message in the morning. During the day, check me and find out if I'm still okay. In the evening, let's have a chat before we go to sleep, even when we are apart. I want that. But really, I cannot be now accounting to every hour, every minute of what I'm doing in my life. That is an indication of a red flag. If a person is going to make you answer for why did you not, I called and you didn't answer my calls, and that time you were in the bathroom, where the minute now you have to report that, no, I was in the bathroom, just know that now, otherwise the person gets angry. Yes, it's okay to say how I called you and you didn't pick up. You tell them, no, I was busy with a client, I was busy with whatever, and they are not angry. That is okay. That is not a red flag. But the minute now people throw tantrums, say bad things like you're busy with other people, you're busy with other men, or you're busy with other women, be careful. That is controlling behavior. Lack of trust. They go hand in hand. This person that wants to control you, they want to control you because now they don't even trust you. Since you are an adult that cannot be trusted, then you have to be treated like a child. You have to be controlled. You have to be decided who you are going out with, who you cannot go out with, who you can visit, who you cannot visit. Those are red flags, my darling. And don't think if a person is like that, don't ever think you will change them. That's who they are. Number 3, feeling low self-esteem. There are people that want constant reassurance. Like every minute, they are low self-esteemed and they are very dangerous. Low self-esteemed people are very dangerous because they tend to project their esteem issues on other people. Things like, you do this because I'm fat. You prefer. If I wasn't this fat, you wouldn't be doing that. You're doing that because I'm not so beautiful. Red flag. Physical, emotional, or mental abuse. Guys, these ones, the physical abuse is clear. But believe me, one thing that makes people stay in abusive relationships, particularly physically abusive relationships, is because they are with people that know they are breaking the law, and after breaking that law by giving you a hot clap or kicking you or whatever, they beg. They are not afraid to put one knee on the floor begging you. Believe me, that is called self-preservation. They can say anything. They can kiss your feet. They can even wash your feet. They can make you meals. They can do the things that are not used to doing just because they want you to forget about what they have done. Now we tend to live for that honeymoon phase. They put you between the two places. They put you through hell, then they take you there, put you to the honeymoon. You are between the two H's, hell to honeymoon, honeymoon to hell. When you are now in that honeymoon phase, tomorrow he does something or she does something, then you think of going out, they take you right back into the honeymoon. We tend to live for the honeymoon phase that comes after the hell they have given us, and that is the downfall for many of the people that are in abusive relationships. The most dangerous one is the emotional and mental abuse. These kind of abuses are not visible. You cannot pinpoint them and say, here it is, here it is. But they are the most dangerous ones because they work in your psyche, they work into your mind to a point where you feel like you are losing your self-worth. You lose a lot. They can do a lot. They can achieve far more than what can be achieved by physical violence. Substance abuse is a red flag as well. If a person is going to be like forever drunk, not knowing their name, drinking like there's no tomorrow, and then you think you can plan a future with that person, you think you can make them sober, girl, boy, you are in trouble, my darling. Narcissism, guys, this one needs, actually the relationships now need insurance. With that insurance money, you need to be attending lessons, because if you do not know what narcissism is, you are in trouble, because you're going to see a person behaving in a way that you do not understand. And it's only because you do not know the description of narcissism, narcissistic behavior. So many people are narcissists. Narcissists are always right. Everybody else is wrong. In that relationship, you cannot put your foot right. Only them are right all the time. So you've got to know the description of a narcissist to understand that in this relationship, I am with a narcissist. And once you are with a narcissist, believe me, you cannot win any fight, you cannot win any argument, you cannot win anything. Instead, you're going to lose your self-worth. And then anger management issues. There are people who've got anger. You can see the anger right at the beginning of the relationship, and then you allow them to say, oh sorry baby, I need you know what, and I now what, today, yeah. Hey, that is a red flag. That is a serious red flag. The person that's going to be very angry at you, even though they won't even hurt you, they won't directly physically attack you, you should be wary. You should be very wary. Yes, it's okay to be irritated, but watch the way a person gets irritated. Even when a person behaves like that to other people, not even to you directly, be careful. You are out at the shops, you are busy shopping. The person that you are with is shouting the cashiers. Be careful. You are out at the restaurant and maybe a wrong order was brought to the table. Instead of him saying, no, we didn't order this, he gets so angry and shouts at the waiters. Be careful. I want to make another example. Let me think of any other example. You are visiting at his family. Maybe they get into a squabble with their brother or sister, and they get so irritated. They shout at the parent. They shout at everybody there. That is a red flag. Codependency. Codependency is a person that makes you feel like they're depending on you, but you were not in this person's life for long, but all of a sudden they cannot live without you. All of a sudden they tell you how much they cannot live without you. Be careful. That's a red flag. How did you live before I came? How did you? Be careful, guys. That can lead to emotional exhaustion, because the person would also, the person that is codependent also possesses the over-controlling behavior. Subtly so. Like, no, they want you to, I can't go there alone. I can't go there. Please come. Where are you? Because you need to take me there. Like, before I came here, how did you manage to move from point A to B? You need to ask yourself that. Inability to resolve conflict. A person that is unable to resolve conflict to a point where now they want us, let's pass this. No, that's a red flag. In a relationship, do not allow anybody to just, let's say, let's forget about that. Let's move on with life. There is nothing in a relationship that should not be spoken about. And that is a red flag that I know that I am partly guilty of. I'm guilty of that because I do not know how to start resolving a conflict. But I really do want conflicts to be resolved. But it's strange, I wouldn't know how. I feel like when I'm in a relationship and we get into a conflict and I tend to get into a shutting mode, I give my partner, I know it's not right, I give my partner silent treatment, and I do know it's not right. And once I get into that silent moment, silent treatment, I don't know how to get out. That's my problem. I get into the silent treatment because I do not want to escalate the matter to a point where it can be violent, because I'm so afraid of violence. But once I get into the silent mode, that's my problem. I do not know how to get out of there. That is not a good quality in a relationship. That is not. So if I am in a relationship with somebody that is just like me, then we are in trouble. And this is one of the reasons I think my marriage did not go well, and because I'm like that and my ex-husband was like that as well. So there used to be peace, and that peace had a lot of unresolved issues because both of us didn't know how to resolve issues. We decided we're not going to fight. So many of the things that we decided, no, let's forget about it. Let's forget about it. And unfortunately, they pile up. And they're gonna come back to bite you at the end. And what else? Guys, on that note, another red flag, a relationship that has got no arguments at all. Being too kind in a relationship is a red flag on its own. A relationship that is too smooth, no arguments, nothing, is a red flag on its own as well. Constant jealousy. Constant jealousy is the same as controlling behavior, because and also into this aspect of constant jealousy, I can relate it to overly controlling behavior and lack of trust. The three of them will go together. Those three go together. If a person is not trusting you, they would forever have that jealousy. And there are people that are jealous, guys. Hey, I've seen things in this life. My ex-husband was not jealous, I don't want to lie. But hey, I tried dating after him, and so many people that I dated after had a problem of jealousy, and I did not know how to handle it. I cannot be accused of dating other people whereas I have committed to you. No. And then one of the other red flags that is most dangerous, gaslighting. Gaslighting is the worst of them all. A person can convince you that whatever you are seeing is not it. You know what they say? It's not what you think. It's part of gaslighting. They can convince you that you are losing your mind. With my ex-husband, he used to convince me that I need to see a psychologist. When I asked him about why am I waking up with a feeling that we were intimate when I don't remember that we were intimate last night, they would say I'm losing my mind. So a person that constantly seeks to make you feel like what you are thinking is a figmentation of your own mind, be careful, it's a red flag. Whereas you know very well that this thing is blue and they convince you that it's not blue, it's green. Be careful. That is a red flag. Lack of emotional intelligence. There are people who do not know how to empathize. They lack emotional intelligence. They've got no empathy towards you. We can say, my cousin is sick and what, they do not care about that. They won't ask you, they won't come back to you and ask you, how is your cousin? They are not invested in any other thing. They tend to be invested only in you and nothing else around you. You tell them about any other aspects of your life, they are not interested. They are just interested in the time you are giving them, like whatever they are benefiting directly from. The rest of your interest, they don't care about it. The rest of, that's a red flag. And number 13, negatively affecting your relationship with family and friends. The minute a person would like to remove you from your friends, hello, that's a red flag. A person that's going to tell you that they don't want you to be with your cousins, they don't want you to be with your brothers. The minute you come from your home, from meeting your parents, you have changed, you are what, you shouldn't go there often and what not. Be super careful. There are so many red flags that we hold the green paint and we are busy like painting them like this. And there will be the sunshine, there will be rain, there will be dusty weather. The three of them combined, believe me, they're gonna dry up the paint, crack up the paint, and the red flags will come out. The red flags will come out. And one other thing that people tend to do, a person will beat you up, will beat you up. And when they apologize, they come with a ring. Now they propose. It's a form of gaslighting. It's a form of narcissistic behavior. It's a form of many things. Manipulation. And then you accept. You were beaten yesterday. And then you accept a commitment. A commitment of marriage. Do you really think marriage will resolve and dissolve all the red flags that you've seen about this person? Let me tell you something, darling. Marriage only amplifies all the red flags that were there. None of them are going anywhere. All the red flags that you've seen in that person in a relationship, they are going to be amplified. They are just going to be worse in marriage. Believe me. One last thing that I want to add is ghosting. We tend to take ghosting very lightly. What is ghosting? A person that disappears for a certain period of time, and when they come back like they've risen up from the dead. Like nothing has ever happened before, and you are happy to see them. Hey! When coming to that one, I feel sad and bad because it reminds me of my marriage. That was a red flag that was there in a relationship. My ex-husband, while we were still dating, he would just disappear 2 to 3 weeks without saying anything, sending any kind of message. And the stupid fool me, I would be happy when he decided to pitch up. I did not even ask him where he comes from. I was just happy to see him all the time when that happened. Little did I know that was showing and emotional detachment. He had detachment issues. If a person can just detach from you for 3 weeks and not remember you for 3 weeks, they can survive without you for 3 weeks. That says a lot. You are not that important to that person. Nobody is as busy as not being able to think about the person they are in a relationship with. Be careful. That is a red flag. One other thing is, guys, when a person tells you who they are, believe them. When people show you who they are, believe them. We like to give people benefit of the doubt far too much. Even when they are honest to us and telling us that, hey, I am this person. Guys, my ex-husband did tell me that he did not want children. Did I listen? No. He told me even before we got married that I don't want children. I just want that marriage to just be me and you. That's it. Did I listen? No. As a result, I'm stuck with 3 children. I did not plan those children alone. I did make a video earlier on. Go and check it out, where I explained how I had the 3 children. I did beg him to have those children and he finally gave in. It was more of a coercion on my side. I coerced him into having 3 children. Where did that leave me? It left me with 3 children without a father that does not even talk to them, that does not even want to see them, that does not even want to feed them, that does not want to clothe them, that does not want to shelter them. The honest truth is, he was honest with me right from the beginning in the relationship. So I'm guilty of that as well. Like, I'm a coercer because I coerced him. I'm a manipulator because I coerced him into agreeing to something that all his life he never thought he can ever be a father. He did not want to be a father. And how did I know that his reasons? Maybe he knew, he's sexually attracted to children and he did not trust himself. And he told himself that I'm never going to have children because I don't want to find myself in this position. Even though he was not going to say it in his mouth. Imagine a person saying that, you know what, I'm sexually attracted to children, therefore that is the reason why I do not want to have children. He was never going to say that. But unfortunately, it happened. I had 3 children and he sexually molested our first child. Why? He did not want to have any children. And to show that, he still does not care about them even now. So girls, ladies, men, this goes for both men and women. Guys, as much as my videos sound like they are more women based, even men, all these things that I've counted they do apply to you as well. Please, 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 let us not hold green paint and paint the red flags. Just step out of a relationship before it gets too serious. You get in too deep where you cannot get out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like this video, guys. Liking is free. Share it and leave a comment in the comment section. Have you subscribed yet? Why not? Set the notification bell while you are at it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.